Okay, back from vacation. We're gonna check on our worm bin again and do a feeding. It's been 3 weeks since we last checked on this worm bin, so a little bit longer than usual. We usually do a check every 2 weeks. And oh, look at this. We got some of the, it's probably some old squash seeds of some kind, either pumpkin or it could be, oh, this is definitely an avocado seed. But the other ones are probably butternut squash. So they'll germinate. I can just pull them up, and then the ants will, or not the ants, the worms will break them back down. Oh yeah, here's another avocado. All right, so I'm just gonna, not gonna do any harvesting today. I'm gonna go through, aerate them all, and we're gonna see how well they did breaking down all the food. I knew it was gonna be 3 weeks before checking on them, so I gave them a quite a large feeding last time I went through. So we'll see how good of a job they did breaking that all down. I mean, this definitely could be harvested, but it'll just stay here waiting for when I'm ready for it, because I'm not quite ready for it right now. But yeah, that's all right moisture. It's just all worm castings, a few other things not completely broken down, mixed in, but it's going in the garden. I don't really mind. Okay, that's good. Here's the stuff that's been a while since it's been in here. Not quite finished, but almost all the way there. It's a little bit wetter because I had the cover on it. So even though it's like almost just as broken down as the other stuff, there's a lot more worms on it, which is intentional because I want them to do one last breakdown of all this stuff, so I'm for sure ready to go and harvest. And it looks like it is, so I'm going to move some of it over so it can start to dry out and the worms will leave here, making it easier to harvest. So I can just stack it up like that. That looks very good. I'm going to have a lot to harvest next time I need it. All right, let's check here. Here we got a few things. This is like a piece of sweet potato, so that takes, it's starchy, takes a while to break down. The worm bin can handle some of those, you just don't want too many. Here's an old avocado. They're having a party in here. Ooh, look at them. Yeah, they like the fatty avocado. So as I go over here, I'm moving it over, and some of the stuff that I know will take a while longer to break down, I'm throwing it. Here's another avocado. I'm throwing it back to the side so they can have look at that. Having such a little, I mean, they certainly have good taste. If I was a worm, I'd be right here, hanging out, eating the avocado. So I'm gonna throw some avocado skins. Those take a little while to break down. Just the stuff that needs a little, like one more go through. And then the stuff I'm leaving here is the stuff that's like almost done. So it's almost ready for harvest. So that's the one last chance area. So I'm pulling as much of the near done stuff I have out. And now let's take a look at where look at that. Like, this was like the fresh stuff, but this is where they've been eating and creating all the castings. So there's just a whole bunch of fresh castings here where they've been eating, but it is mixed in with the stuff I fed them. So let's take a look. Dig down in there. We'll flip it over. Oh yeah, they've been eating. They still got food left, which is good. Just a little bit of cabbage. It's mostly gone, but you know, this is where they've been hanging out. Still some of the sweet potatoes left. When they say like feed if you look up a guide what to feed them, it's like starchy foods, feed in moderation. This is why. It just takes them a while to break down. So they can handle it. They'll get through it eventually. But, you know, if you want to break down as much as your garden waste as possible, then you don't put as much of that in there. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's flip that. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see some of the, these are the eggshells we had. We grind up some of the eggshells and put them in. And, you know, that's where the food is, so that's where the worms are. Makes sense. There's still some skins. There's not a whole lot of like easy to eat stuff. They really just have the more challenging to eat stuff left in. Oh, look at that! Wow, I'm always impressed by this bin. How well these worms do. Like they're just hanging out in a big ball. Okay, I'm gonna leave most of this here because it still needs some more time to break down. Move some of this over, and then we're gonna add some fresh stuff on top of it. All right, as always, we start with the bedding, the shredded cardboard, just the stuff we get from you know, packages we get for whatever reason. And then I have some tops of carrots. I'm gonna add these too. These ones aren't super easy to break down, but shouldn't take them too long. I'm actually gonna put these off to the side because I'm gonna do a little bit of coffee first. We were gone for a week and a half, so we don't have that much. So I'm gonna give a few more kitchen scraps than usual. All right. Oh, here's the coffee, or the eggshells. Once again, for their gizzards, help them break their food down. It will just help them get through this stuff that much quicker. A good way to recycle the eggshells. It's good to add into the worm castings. Makes good fertilizer. And then here's some more of the things. Some avocados went bad when we were gone, which is too bad. And that's actually quite a bit. Let me see if I can break it up. The castings. Yeah, and I got my nearly done stuff piled up on this side. I got my stuff to be broken down piled up this side. I know it's a little bit hard to see the depth from the angle you're looking at it, but there's like a big valley in the middle, so I'm going to cover them back up. Hopefully that helps you see it. So, high spot here, and then yeah, you can kind of see the low spot a little bit better here, and then it comes way up here. And that's it.